Did you watch the 7M cult, Miranda Derrick, the TikTok dancer?
I did not.
You didn't do your
But she's
homework.
popping up on my feed everywhere now that I looked her up.
So I watched it. Um, I think it was 3 or 4 episodes. They could have done it in two. It was a lot of nothing. A lot. I'm like, oh my God. They do that with documentaries. They try to make it so much more than it is. It's like, come on, it's not that serious. Like you're reaching.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But so she grew up dancing with her sister and they had their own YouTube channel and they were getting recognition, all that stuff. And I don't know where it happened, but at some point she moved from wherever she is to LA. She met her husband, and then somehow they got into this church with that guy, Mr. Shin, and he owned the church and he owned a media production company or whatever company. And he started bringing in dancers and getting them deals. So that's the quote unquote cult that everyone's saying he cultivated with these dancers. He saw the money, but the problem is, after she joined, she got married. That was her boyfriend. Now it's her husband. She joined that, and then he kind of brought them away from their family and told them, like, you got to cut your family off for the greater good of whatever. And then he was making them a lot of money, but he was also taking a lot of their money because he would, like, rent them places that he owned. So he would take that. He'd make them give to the church, which is his church, like 10-20%, plus he'd take his commission. So like they ended up with like not a lot of the money they were making, and they didn't realize it till later, obviously, but she kind of cut her family off, and so I'm like, I don't know how to see it. I feel two ways. Her family, which is her parents and her sister, they don't hear from her. Like, she like doesn't call them back, whatever. They go on social media and go live and tell the world what's happening with her, which I think is weird. Do you? It's kind of like a violation.
Maybe they think it's like a last resort.
Yeah, obviously that's what they think.
Yeah.
But it's so weird.
Ways, I guess.
I just don't know if I trust why they did that. So they go live, they do all this stuff, then they do this documentary.
So and then they're also like trying to get famous or make money or
I don't know what to think. I just think it's odd that they would out their daughter like that. And first it's going to just alienate her more. But after the documentary came out, she started coming around. Like, she went to her sister's wedding. She came home to visit for different holidays. And then everyone's saying she's only doing that because of the heat of the documentary. The cult leader is making her go see her family so everyone can shut up.
I mean, yeah, I believe it, honestly. There's no way she saw that and then thought that she wanted to make up with her family now. She's probably
well, she said she put out a statement. She said her family's off base. They're just pissed that she became religious because they're like.
Okay, this is what I was gonna ask. Is it a church, like, just because it's a group of people, or is this like a religious thing?
It's an actual church.
It's like religious?
Yes.
It's very weird.
He has a church, and then he has like his other businesses.
Gotcha.
But he mixes them.
Right.
Like,
it's very
takes
weird.
from this, yeah.
Yeah.
And then somebody in the documentary said, like, they went to dinner at the guy's house or someone's house, and it was weird because the guy was at the head of the table. It was like a cult vibe. Like, you couldn't do certain things, you couldn't say certain things. I don't know. So that kind of thing. But now she put out a statement saying her parents are not religious and they're pissed. And it's nothing of what they're saying. But then the other day, she posted on IG saying that, before this documentary came out, my husband and I felt safe. We could go outside, go get coffee, live our lives. We're getting death threats. We're being followed. We're having notes left everywhere. Like, this has really hurt us. And, because of this documentary.
People are actually insane. Why are they getting death threats?
Exactly.
For what reason?
I know. People are nuts.
People are actually crazy. Like, this is her personal business, and she's getting death threats.
If social media has taught the world anything, is how awful of people that are in this world. Because I've never seen, you wouldn't believe it if you didn't see the comments and see the things that people are capable of, like how crazy weird you are.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird.
Why do you care so much? And
right?
It gives the people who suck a voice. That's the issue.
It's a lot of people though.